Hello and welcome to EGW Writings Tech Tips. I'm your host, Darryl Thompson. Thank you for joining us today in another of our series on learning how to use the new EGW Writings 2 app for Android. Now, what we're going to take a look at today is all collections. All collections, you may ask? Yes, it means that this app has many collections in it. In fact, we have 4 major collections, all making up 802,000 pages. That's a lot of information within this database, and up to 137 languages. Plus, we have nearly 600 audiobooks. So, with all that information contained in an app, of course it can't all fit within the app, so we've divided up what we call collections, and then we have categories within those collections. Things like books and audiobooks and reference and Bible and Avernus Pliny Library, all those are contained within all collections. And if you want to download these, you can download them individually as a book or as a whole collection, so you can use it for online and offline use. Now, to explain all this, the best thing to do is to dive right into the app and show you. So when I tap on all collections, you can see it lists all of the contents that this app has from the database. Books, devotionals, periodicals, pamphlets, manuscript releases, miscellaneous collections, letters and manuscripts, biography, modern English. Now, those at the top are all to deal with EGW Writings. The ones here, the bottom 3, is from a different collection. That's reference works, and then biblical resources, and then the Avernus Pliny Library. But we've listed it all on this screen, so instead of going into another level, you can see it essentially on the one screen. So I can open up books, and when I tap on books, it brings me to a bookshelf. And in this bookshelf, it's listing all of the covers, just like you would see in a library. Now, if I want to jump down to a particular book, you can see on the right-hand side here, the quick menu, which allows you to go to a particular letter. So if I want to go down to Patriarchs and Prophets, I could tap on the P, and you can see it brings me down here to Patriarchs and Prophets. And if I tap on Patriarchs and Prophets, it opens me up to the table of contents within the Patriarchs and Prophets books. And you can see if I scroll down here, I can see all of the table of contents listed in front of me. Now, at the very bottom of this list, you can see a series of 4 icons on the toolbar. The one that we have highlighted, you can see, is the list of the table of contents. Beside there, if I tap on that, you can see it brings me to About the Book. So, I can see the cover, I can subscribe. If I've downloaded the book, I can delete it, and I can buy the printed book. If I click on the little I, it gives me the information about the book. And at the top, I can actually download a PDF version, an EPUB version for like my EPUB reader, or I could download the Kindle version for my Kindle reader, or I could download the MP3 and listen to it that way to my favorite MP3 player. But we have all those features and everything built into the app. And if you wish to share this page, there's a little share link. Now, all over on the other side, I can scroll over, we've got the little tiny music clef. And when you click on that, that brings you to the audiobook section. So that's what these 4 little series at the bottom when you get to the table of contents section. And the audiobooks is if I wanted to listen to the audiobook. So, I can tap on chapter 1 here. And if I tap on chapter 1, you notice that the book has started to play. And we'll come back and explain the audiobooks later. And up the top here, you can see the little download arrow. That download arrow allows you, when you tap on it, you can download all the individual chapters to offline. Now, I can go through and I can say, okay, I want to select introduction or chapter 1. So if I click on like chapter 1 here, I can click on it. And then once I click on it, you can see it says download all, and I could download the whole book. Or I could click on the individual download arrows here, because if I download it all, it's going to be around about 2.2 gigabytes in file size, rather large. So you can see each individual size, it tells you 1.81 megs. Okay, so when you add all these up, this one, chapter 3, is 13.75 megabytes. So if I went and clicked on download, so like the introduction, and I tap that there, you can see how it's downloaded, and now I could actually put this app into offline mode and listen to it. All right, so I'm just going to close the download audio here, and I'm back again. Now, if I want to go back to the main menu, since we've buried down into the book, I can always tap back, and here I am back at the bookshelf again. And anyway, I'm going to open up the book here, and then if I want to read it, because we went through and learned all about on the toolbar what these different icons at the bottom were within the table of contents. But if I want to read the book, all I need to do is say chapter 1, and then I tap on it and it opens up. Now what we have in the reader here, we have a little tiny thumbnail at the top that's a cut of the cover of the book. So you can know, what book you've actually opened this up in. And as you start to scroll up, okay, as you start to scroll up, you can see how it automatically hides the cut cover of the book. You can see how it hides it as I scroll it up and down. And then I can come through the reader and I can carefully read. So that's basically how I enter into the book. Now there's a few other little features within the reader as well, but I'm going to just repeat what I did right back from the beginning. So let me come back. I'll click the back arrow. I'm going to tap back out, back to all collections, and then I can tap once more back out to my library. So here I am at the start screen. If I want to go into a book, I can tap on all collections, can tap on books. If I want to go to Patriarchs and Prophets again, I can tap on the P, go to Patriarchs and Prophets, open the book, start in chapter 1, and away I go. I'm in the reader. Now you might say, well, this font is too big, or maybe it's too small. You can adjust all those features up in here in this little tool at the top that says AA, and this up here you can change your font. So currently we're in a serif font, maybe you want to make it a sans serif font, so you can tap there, and as you can see we've switched to a sans serif font. And you can tap back. I'm just going to come back over and select a different one just to show you. So here's a different serif font. I can change the size of the serif font by clicking here and increasing the size. So you can see how I've increased the size up to a large text. If I want to get the toolbar back, notice when I scroll it automatically hides. If I want to get it back, as soon as I start scrolling back down, it appears again, or I can just tap the screen in the toolbar and the navigation location here comes back. Tap it again, it hides, tap it and it shows up. Scrolling up hides, scrolling down shows. Okay, just so you understand that in the navigation. But I'll tap the A. I'm going to bring it back to size 32 again, which is the size that I like to have mine set at. And I'm going to come back and use the default font, Roboto, which is the font that we use, the Google font that we use on the new EGW Writings website. And if you say, well, Daryl, that's a little bit small, no problems. We'll just bring it up just a little bit so we can see it nice and clear. Okay, so we've adjusted the font size in there. You can also change your background. So I've got it in dark mode. Maybe I want to go to day mode, which is a white background. Maybe I want to go to a dusk, which is a gray background. Or maybe I want to have dawn, which is a linen colored background. And you can choose the backgrounds that you so desire, all in here. Okay, so that's basically gone through the tools. Now, of course, you can come here and you can click the About screen, or Listen, or Share. So they're your features that you have there in this little tiny reader toolbar. Thank you for joining us to learn how to use the All Collections menu within the EGW Writings 2 app on the Android devices. Now, All Collections, as I showed you, has so much information. As we said at the beginning of the tutorial, there's 802,000 pages, but we've built a navigation bookshelf system so that you can find your way through the app. And how we do that is listing it in all the different categories within All Collections. And All Collections, as we said, was broken up into 4 major areas of Ellen White, Reference, Bible, and Avernus Pioneer Library. Within each of those 4 major collections, there is many sub-collections. So like in Ellen White's writings, we had books, pamphlets, manuscripts, miscellaneous collections, letters and manuscripts, and modern English. If you want to navigate to one of those, the All Collection menu helps you to find the area that you're actually looking for quickly and easily on a bookshelf. Much like as if you went into a library and you see the catalogs all there in front of you, and you can go to the catalog and look it up, and then you go out into the stacks and find the book. All collections work similarly. All right, well, thanks for joining us. I'm Darryl Thompson. Have a nice day for now, and enjoy the writings of Ellen G. White.